Family, welcome to the Omo Show. I'm Omo, the Afrocentric creatress, here to raise the vibrations of the entire black nation. And I feel like I ain't said that in a minute because I've been so down, so I just had to say it right quick just to uplift myself a little bit and remember who the fuck I am. But that's besides the point. This video is like, I'm just gonna be talking to y'all, okay? I don't even know what direction this is going to go in, but this is just based on some thoughts that I've been having as of late, especially about my pregnancy and just life, the universe, and how aligned everything is in general, right? So just in case I start eating, I got some lemons right here that I've been eating on this morning. But yeah, so the other day I told my grandmother, who is the one who raised me, how I didn't know if I had ever told her that, but when I first visited New Orleans, for the first time, a spiritualist read me and told me many things, which we don't have to get into, but one of the things that the spiritualist told me was that they see a future of possible reproductive issues, but I had to have my first child. If I had my first child, then I would be okay and I could have more children and have the family that I always wanted. But basically I had to have my first child because if I didn't, there could really be reproductive issues that I have down the line. So, she was like, no, you ain't never tell me that. And then I was just like, yeah. So I was telling her how this is the prophecy coming true, because ever since that has been told to me, I've wondered, why wouldn't I have my first child? What would it be to make me not have my first child? Of course I would have my first child, but I always wonder why it seemed to be that he really focused in on you have to have your first child. And then it's funny because then I have people who comment on the situation that I'm in with my child being single as I am and not, having the baby's father involved anymore. I've had comments about getting the baby aborted and adopting and all that good stuff, and I'm just not good stuff. But you understand, I'm not trying to say good stuff, but and all of that stuff. And it's funny because people really don't know, how decisions that they might make really could affect your life in a negative way. Everyone is on their own path and we got to listen to our own spirits. I hadn't thought about that situation or thought about what the spiritualist said in the moment that I was pregnant. I just knew that that I had to have a baby, but I'm not even going to stunt. There were thoughts that came to my head about it. I knew that it could have been the easier, decision to make, getting rid of my child. Maybe easier physically, but for me, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of that, it wouldn't have been the easiest. That would have been the hardest because I believe in life, So either way, it's just interesting because if I really actually would have gotten rid of my child, people really don't know. I probably would have never even had the ability to have kids again, And I was telling my granny how even if other people feel that this might be a mistake, I know it's not, because I feel so much power within me that I didn't even know was there. I've always felt powerful, but I didn't know how strong I could be. And I didn't know how strong having a child within you could make you, and how it could really just take over your entire brain. There's nothing else that I think about first, nothing else that I think about at night. I toss and turn only thinking about this. Every moment of my day, this is what I think about. The fact that I have a life inside of me that I want to protect, that I want to love and just treasure and make sure that they have everything that they need. And I also told my granny how, for me, I always said success for me had nothing to do with a job. I've been saying it since I was a kid, like 12 years old, saying that I just wanted to have a family. I wanted to have children and be able to give them the love that I felt that I never had from my own parents. And I never wanted them to feel neglected. I wanted to support all their sporting events and all they academic award ceremonies, like the things that I didn't really get growing up. People didn't come to my games. I used to play sports. People didn't come to my games. People didn't really come to my academic ceremonies, you know. And some people feel like they didn't know that it was important, but it is, you know. So there are certain things that I knew that I had a void in my heart, and there are certain things within that that I believe that a child, for me, having my own child and being able to, you know, give my child these things, since I wasn't giving them, I feel like it would fill that space in my heart. You know, just success to me is having a family and raising my children to be wonderful, beautiful beings who believe in themselves and are strong and independent and just, you know, everything way better than me. That has always been what I believe to be success. So I think so what I was just thinking here in this moment is that right there, that's God allowing me. That's the universe. That's the Most High, whatever, the Creator, whatever y'all want to call it. That is God giving me my success. I've always said that's the thing that'll make me feel the most successful, right? And now I'm finally having a child to be able to really enact who I said I always was, or who I always wanted to be. God, you know, it be test, but it's test to only make you better. Like, are you gonna step to the occasion? Are you gonna be all that you said you were gonna be? And I think that it wouldn't come right now if the universe didn't believe in me, you know, to actually make it and be successful in the end. And I know that I will be, because there's no way, like, all of my dreams are still gonna come true. You know, my friend Candace, I love her so much because she always has the best advice, but she told me you always got to remember the reality, because, you know, she has a child now too, but she was like, you know, your thoughts can really be affected during this time, but never forget the reality. And the reality is you're still talented, you're still intelligent, you're still the same person, the same superstar that you were before. You still are, and all of your dreams are still gonna come true. And I was like, damn, that's the truth. Because is this the end of life? Oh, you have a baby and life is over? No. You know, I feel like just having this child within me has fired me up, has made, you know, time that I could have been wasting or would have been wasting, I'm not wasting anymore. You know, you got to shoot for your dreams. You got to do everything at the same time. That's where I'm at with it. You know, do everything you can when you can. And that's what I'm trying to do, or that's what I'm doing, I should say. So that was all to just say, y'all, that I'm very appreciative of this position that I'm in, and I do understand what it means. I know what I was placed here for on this earth, and part of it is women and children. That is the biggest part. You know, like, before I became all on that black stuff, I was always about women and children. That was like my first, like, I wanted to be, when I was in nursing school, I wanted to be a midwife. You know, before that, when I wanted to be a doctor, I was going to be an obstetrician. Like, I wanted to bring life into this world, and I still want to be a doula, and honestly still want to end up being a midwife, you know what I mean? And so there are things that this journey is doing to push me into my next level, you know, my greater self, and I'm just appreciative of that. And I know what this means, and I know that this is the perfect timing, because who knows, this could be the only baby that I can have, God forbid. But either way, what if this was my only chance to fulfill my dreams and my destiny? God gave me that opportunity, and I'm appreciative of that, you know. So that's all I wanted to share, y'all. That's not really nothing, but it's something at the same time. I feel like some people will feel what I'm saying, especially those who understand what it's like to have a child within them, you know. So love y'all. Peace, love, Black power all day, every day. Ain't no other way, okay?